they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collegeville. And yeah, so glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right, now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collegeville High School. Time for some varsity volleyball for you from the Lady K-Hawk side of things. I'm Todd Duke. Lauren Whitty will be along in just a moment as we welcome you in to the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. You can stop in for weekly specials. To find out what those are all about, you can just give them a call, 344-0404, or check them out online at cullipjennings.com. Well, the K-Hawks come into this contest with an overall record of 3-2, and they'll be taking on the Belleville East Lady Lancers, who come in with a record of 2-2. Abby Hanger is the Collinsville head coach. This is her third year. She comes in with a record of 41-30 in her 3 years. Stephanie Galbitz is the head coach for Belleville East. She is in her 6th year, and she has a record of 83-94. So that's where we set things up right now, and we can also tell you that the Collinsville K-Hawks in the Southwestern Conference are sitting all alone at second place. Second place. Belleville West and Edwardsville are tied for first place in the conference at 3-0. Collinsville is 3-2. Belleville East right behind them at 2-2. Before we get any farther into the festivities for the varsity contest, let's get you up to date on what happened here previously. The freshmen lost in straight sets, 25-10 and 25-16. And in case you weren't here for the junior varsity set that just finished up, that was a doozy. Collinsville wins the first one 25-17, dropped the second set 25-22, and then had to hold on there in the third set and won it by a score of 15-12. So the freshmen lose and the JVers win, and we're about to find out here what's going to happen between these two teams on the varsity side of things. Collinsville, they are coming off of their last game against Altoff. That was a 3-set win, And that was back on Monday night, 25-21. Collinsville won the first set, dropped the second one 27-25 before pulling out the third one 25-22. Same thing for Belleville East. They, in their last game, played 3 sets as well, but they played at Edwardsville, and that hardly ever goes well for anyone that visits that place. And sure enough, Belleville East lost, but they did manage to pick up a set, and when they did it in fine fashion. Edwardsville won the first set 25-22 and the last set 25-18, but they lost the middle set 25-9, which is almost kind of unheard of when you're talking about facing Edwardsville in volleyball. So that brings us to this current matchup between Collinsville and Belleville East. We'll take our first break, come back, and set things up for you, give you some stats and maybe a little bit of a history lesson as well. And we'll do that in just a moment, right after this timeout on the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville, owned by former Kahok Jay Merkel. At Extreme Details, they believe in the value of community and in helping the community hold the value of their vehicles. A sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details offers drop-off, pickup, and delivery service, as well as a mobile service, whether that's a simple wash and wax or all the way up to a full detail job. No job is too big or too small for Extreme Details. Plus, Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal and vacuums every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and more. Extreme Details in Collinsville, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Call Jay Merkel for an appointment at 301-6033 or 977-1224.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. My name is Todd Duke, and on the other microphone, back for a return engagement, Lauren Whitty, 2014 graduate of Collinsville High School, played varsity volleyball in her junior and senior years. Well, not so much the junior year. What'd you play, like 4 games?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So the senior year is what we got. We went, Collinsville went 16-18 that year. 4-3 in the Southwestern Conference. That was good for 6th place. You played in 87 games in that year. In 34 matches, 19 serves, and only 1 error. Nicely done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm just kind of rattling off stuff here. 7 points off of your 19 serves, 165 kills. That was good for 2nd on the team. Do you remember who was 1st?
I want to say Kathy Schreiber.
Yep. Kathy Schreiber way in first. You had
Yeah.
165. She had 309.
Oh, yeah. That was easy for her. She's
Yeah.
6'3" outside. That ball goes to her every time.
45 blocks that year for you. That was number 4 on the team. You guess who was number 1?
Kathy Schreiber.
Nope, Gabby Morgan.
Was it really?
Yeah,
Good for
she had
her.
63. She was number 1. Let's see, you received 21 serves that year. You only made 8 errors, 58 digs. Guess who was number 1 in the dig department?
Oh, I don't even know.
Kathy Schreiber.
Kathy Schreiber, not surprised. She played all the way around, too. She played D1 volleyball.
Yeah, you had 58 digs. She had 481. How is that even possible?
I know, big deal. She played all the way around. I was only back there to serve like Jenna Scheller does,
Right.
so I only picked up a few digs every once in a while, and when that happened, it was honestly shocking. So,
Now, I know how close-knit all you girls are on these team. Are you still friends with all the girls on your team?
we're not as close, but you know, if we see each other, we'll definitely say hi, or if one of them's in town, we'll probably catch up or something. But Kathy, I know, lives all the way over on the East Coast, one of the Carolinas. Another senior, Lauren Shirelli, she lives in Kansas City, I think, and then another senior, Danielle Slusher, I believe she's in St. Louis, so she's pretty close. And then another one, Renee Lacondra's over in, I don't know, I think over Columbia, Missouri, and then Sabrina Floor, I think, is up near Rockford, over in Roscoe, Illinois, I believe. So we're all kind of spread out.
Was it the former principal's daughter?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Eric Floor, is that his name?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
See, you know, it was a while ago, but see, I still remember his first name. How about that?
Yeah, he's a good man. Good man.
All right, Lauren Whitty, you have got to witness this Collinsville volleyball team just once against Alton Marquette 1 week ago today. Your thoughts?
I definitely think they're a good team. They're definitely a good team. And the JV team's a really good team. So next year I think they're going to be pretty good. They're going to come out swinging. But I think they could beat this Belleville team, and I think it's going to be a really good game.
All right, let's take a look at some of the individual stuff that we have going on for you here. We'll give you some averages. Collinsville's Mackenzie Johnson, leads the team in averages on the serve side with a .83 and getting a couple of points per game. Her and Riri Hill-Russell and Emma Stouthammer are good for a couple of points per game. On the kill side of things, Katie Dawson leads the team, averaging about 3.6 kills per game, so we hope to continue to see that stat improve. Astasia Bush, she leads the team in blocks right now, getting a little over a half a block, we could say, per game. And Sydney Summer leading the team in digs right now, averaging about 2 1/3 digs per game. I just have averages for Collinsville because for some reason, and I've been talking to Coach Hanger, their stuff that they're doing on Huddle is not transferring over to the STL site.
Oh, no.
So really the only 2 games that I really have stats for is Alton Marquette and Edwardsville. So that's why I'm going with averages. For Belleville East, though, I can go with a little stronger numbers. Cami Augustine, she leads the team in serve. She's served the ball 22 times and only committed 3 errors. Augustine also leads in the kill department with 28. She's averaging 4.6 per game. She also leads on the defensive side of things as she has received 39 serves and has only committed 2 errors. Kylie Shanuel leads the team in digs with 33, and Tyler Butler leads this team in blocks, and she's averaging about 1.8 per game. We will pass along the starting lineups to you in just a moment as the Cullip Jennings Flores pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Flores, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Flores has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Flores is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion, from anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings. Cullip Jennings Flores is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Flores, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Maybe I knew her through there. I couldn't remember when you asked me.
Once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. Just about ready to go here between Collinsville and Belleville East. Here are your starters for the Lancers. A setter and a sophomore wearing number 5, Bree Osman. Right side, hitter, senior. Number 9, Peyton West. Hannah Muth wears number 13. She is a senior and a middle blocker, also in that same position. And another senior is Tyler Butler. Faith Williams will make the move from the JV team to the varsity side as well. She's an outside hitter. She wears number 16. She's got some power. Another outside hitter. And a senior, number 10, Cammie Augustine. Kylie Shanuel wears number 98. She's the libero, and she is a senior for Belleville East. For Collinsville, we'll start off with the setter. That's Mackenzie Johnson. She wears number 5, and she's a junior. Another junior, outside hitter wearing number 19, Sydney Summer. Middle blocker, junior number 21, Riri Hill Russell. Renaissance Hill Russell is her real name, but everyone calls her Riri. Right side hitter, another senior, 23, Astasia Bush. Middle is another senior, Kennedy Fisher, wearing number 25. And the other senior, number 22, Katie Dawson, an outside hitter. And Ava Pierce is the libero for Collinsville. She's a junior, and she wears number 8. And, of course, Collinsville coached by Abby Hanger, and Belleville East coached by Stephanie Gobbitz. Little history between these two teams since 1999 anyway. Collinsville down in the count as Belleville East has won 14, while Collinsville has won only 9. That's in the regular season. And Collinsville 0-3 against Belleville East in the playoffs. So overall, 9-17 is the record for Collinsville against Belleville East. Last year they split. That was the first year that Southwestern Conference teams started playing each other twice. Collinsville lost here at home in the third match of the year in 2 sets. They won at Belleville East in 2 sets. So we'll see what the new year has to bring. I got some more nuggets I can pass along to you here in just a little while as we get you set for this one. Belleville East, they're the team on the right in the dark uniforms. Their libero is wearing that bright pink jersey that you see on the top of your screen. Collinsville, they are the home team. They are wearing the white jerseys, numbers in purple, Kahawks on the backs of those jerseys. And the libero, Ava Pierce, is wearing the purple because she is the libero. We are just about ready. JV team won here in 3 sets over Belleville East. The freshman team dropped 2-set loss to Belleville East. So the varsity team trying to make it back-to-back wins here on the volleyball court. We are underway, and the first thing that happens is a serve into the net. And Collinsville picks up the first point. So back to serve will be Riri. Riri Hill Russell wears number 21 and has the thickest ponytail I've ever seen. Covers up her whole number just about. That serve makes it over the net. Williams takes care of it, and now Belleville East has to send it back over after a one-touch over there by Collinsville. Set up over here on the far side. And a nice slam, but even a nicer block over there by Belleville East. That one falls in between Hill Russell and Sydney Summer. So 1-1. We are tied just like that, and just like that, Ava Pierce checks back into the game. Back to serve it up is Faith Williams. And all the way in the backcourt, it's picked up by Summer and moved along over on the far side by Katie Dawson. And a nice dig over there by the libero for Belleville East. And then a tip over and another empty spot there found by Cammie Augustine. I told you she leads in most offensive categories for Belleville East, so look for her to do that quite often. 2-1 in favor of Belleville East. Faith Williams delivers another. Picked up by Summer. Moved up front by Johnson, and then over to Kennedy Fisher, and Fisher slams it into the net. And after Collinsville picks up the first point, they drop the next three. Williams serves up the next. Little knuckleballer. Summer picks it up and moved over to the far side for Dawson, and that one's just a little bit too far. We have back line judges here in this varsity game, so no guessing by the net judges this time. 4 straight points here for Belleville East. Picked up by Summer on the serve once again. Set up for Dawson. Dawson back to Williams. Now Belleville East trying to set it up. They do, and sent over by Osman. Collinsville tries to return it, just pushed across the line by the Kahawks, and then over there and out of bounds. Collinsville will pick up their second point, 4-2. Lancers with the lead. Addie Johnson will check into the game for Collinsville, as will Lexi Bachoki. Faith Williams. Faith Williams goes out for Belleville East, and in her place is Lauren Mullen. At least I didn't say Faith Liljegren. I just watched an awesome soccer video of her today. So,
oh, yeah?
Yeah. She's doing her thing down in SEMO.
Good for her.
Served by Johnson. Picked up by Belleville East. And then back over to where it came from. And
good dig.
Ava Pierce digs it out of there. Johnson back over to Bachoki, and Bachoki shot way deep. And it's a 5-2 lead now for the Lancers, as Tyler Butler will go back and serve it up for Belleville. Serve on the way. Picked up by Summer once again. Moves it over for Johnson. Johnson was trying to set up Kennedy Fisher, but I think Kennedy Fisher's tennis shoe got caught in the floor, and she never made it over there.
Well, she got lucky, though.
That she did. Collinsville picks up the point. And back to serve is Katie Dawson. She sends it into the middle of the court. Nice dig back there by Belleville East. Now they have to get it over. They do. Dawson up in the air for Addie Johnson, and Kennedy Fisher sends it over somehow or another. Belleville East kept that alive, but then on the last and final try, Cammie Augustine hits it into the net. So Collinsville, after being down 4-1, has climbed back to within 1. It's 5-4. Dawson will send another one over. Picked up by the libero in the backcourt with that pink jersey on. Now Dawson over onto the side.
Good swing.
Nice job into the middle, and it has so much spin on it that it kept on running away from Cammie Augustine, and she never did catch up with it.
That was a beautiful swing.
And that one's into the net. Six to 5 in favor of Belleville East. Well, we had very close matches. All 3 of them were in that JV set, so looks like we're starting off that way here in the varsity set as well. That one goes all the way to the far side, picked up by Summer. She gets it back, sends it over. For a minute there, I thought that was going to find that black hole.
Oh.
Nice block, Kennedy Fisher, but unfortunately she blocked it out of bounds. And the Lancers will pick up the point, and they lead 7-5. Another serve coming over for Belleville East, and Fisher sends it over, and this one didn't need to be slammed. Just a simple little touch did it. Falls right down in front of Shanuel. All right, serve coming up here from Ava Pierce. Picked up by the libero, Shanuel. Oh, what a block there by Riri Hill-Russell. Man. These nice blocks aren't turning into points, though.
I know. You push over just a little bit.
Serve coming up from Cammie Augustine now for Belleville East. 8-6 in favor of the Lancers, sent into the backcourt, and that one was almost sent over on the first try, but Collinsville gets it back, and now Williams sends it over. Another setup for Summer, for Johnson, and for Summer again, and I forgot I got 2 Summers. Now Johnson will go out, and the senior Astasia Bush will come in, as will Mackenzie Johnson. And Mackenzie will head back to serve. Right underneath our location, in case you wanted to know where we were. I don't know why you would, but I'll tell you anyway. Mackenzie sends it across, picked up by Belleville East. Now they set it up in front of the net for Williams. Tip up front, stays alive for Collinsville. Back over for Dawson, who gives it to Summer, and Belleville East gets it over again on a hit by Williams. I thought that was a double hit up on the front of the net there by Muth. Apparently it was not. No whistle called. Now Muth tries to send it over on a kill shot. She does, off of the hands of Mackenzie Johnson. And the Lancers tack on to their lead. Emma Stouthammer checks into the game for Collinsville. Had a pretty good JV game, did Emma. Yeah, nobody went back to get the ball.
They need some ball shaggers.
Ball shaggers.
I'm glad they have line judges, though.
Yeah, that's always nice.
It comes in handy.
I'm sure the
Could have came in handy a couple times during
Yeah.
that JV game.
I'm sure the 2 referees at the net appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. It helps a lot.
Kylie Shanuel serving it up for Belleville East. Does so in the middle. Picked up by Collinsville. Sent over for Summer. And Summer has the block by Belleville East. But just like Collinsville's earlier 2 points given away, the Lancers block it out of bounds. Katie Dawson checks back into the game. Sydney Summer ready to serve it up. Her younger sister, Megan Summer, also plays for the Kahawks. All the way in the back,
Serve.
picked up by Williams. Shoved over to the side, sent back on the back, and that one almost made it up to us. That's how much mustard that had on it.
You have to show your volleyball skills off, Todd.
I don't have any volleyball skills. Last time I played volleyball, I lived in Florida, and we played on the beach. That was 1995.
Ooh, I bet that was fun, though.
It was.
Nice
serve over on the sideline and stayed low. And now a send over blocked up front. And
That hit
back
the net.
over to Faith Williams
block.
and block again by Riri Hill Russell and Collinsville.
That's the
now
second
out
call
front.
those refs missed.
Yeah.
We were in the net earlier, and then that was definitely 4 hits, but the ball never lies. We got the point.
I'll take it. 10-9. Collinsville in the lead now. And Faith Williams
Good serve.
hits that one out of bounds. She's having a little rough start here in the varsity game, and she was on fire in the JV game.
Yes, she was.
So the Kahawks take a 2-point lead. Back to serve it up once again, Sydney Summer. Summer delivers all the way into the backcourt. Sent over, and somebody has to go back and track that one down. And no setup. Oh, what a save there by Summer. And another save is going to have to happen here by Bush, and that couldn't happen. And it's an 11-10, 1-point lead here for Collinsville. We got all kinds of close matches in the JV contest. So right now things are looking very similar here as Brianna Osman goes back to serve it up for Belleville East. She sends it into the net. Get that point right back. Hill Russell, junior for Collinsville. Back to serve. On the side. Why not try Faith Williams over there if she's having a rough start?
Absolutely. Take advantage of that.
Exactly. Here is a pushover by,
Good spot.
oh, what a nice find by Katie Dawson. So when you're in like midair, are you looking for the open spot while you're in the air?
I think some people can. I never was able to do that.
No.
But, I mean, it's possible. And usually people in the back row help you say left, right, back, or something like that.
With all the screaming going around out there, how can you
I know. It's kind of
disseminate?
crazy how
Yeah.
you can hear it still.
Back over here, Faith Williams, and this one's out of bounds. So 14-10, Collinsville was down 4-1 at one point. and have come storming back, and now the Kahawks have a 4-point lead as Hill Russell is back to serve it up once again. I think my microphone might be even farther behind than what it normally is supposed to be.
Oh, no.
Got a 2.5-second delay because the feed coming from the huddle, but I'm looking down here, and it's been like 4 seconds between the time I said Hill Russell serves and she actually did. Timeout. Anybody watching want to leave a message here in the live chat and let me know if my voice is not synced up properly with the video, and I'll try to take care of that, but I can't tell from this direction, so we'll take a break, and we will come back in just a moment here on
Drink
the
it
Kahawk
in.
Sports Network.
Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Riri Hill Russell is back to serve it up here for Collinsville once again. And Collinsville with a 15-10 lead here in this first set. And it's over. That's
Nice
a nice
serve.
nice serve. Just kept it low, barely made it across the net. Here is Faith Williams.
Good up,
This time she
beautiful.
gets it over, and Hill Russell with a nice dig over to Dawson. Dawson sends it across. And now another try here for Belleville East, picked up by Mackenzie Johnson. Set up from Summer back to Dawson,
Good
and
swing.
off the hands and back across the end line. And Collinsville now out front 16-10.
That was a beautiful spot.
Riri Hill Russell ready to go again. Serve.
Ooh, that would have been a killer.
Yeah, that's like 6 seconds off, man. Whew. All right. Let me do some adjusting here.
Serve.
And we'll see if that helps catch it up a little bit. All right, 18-10 in favor of Collinsville. And a timeout taken. See, I could have done that during the timeout, huh? Timeout on the floor. We will step aside as well, and we'll be back here in just
Are the
a moment
lights your
on the
dashboard
Kahawk
putting on a
Sports
show?
Network.
Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Lauren Whitty along with you. 18-10, Collinsville, after trailing early, have stormed back and have taken the lead, and Riri Hill Russell continues to serve, and it goes into the backcourt and kind of set it up over here, and there is Gabrielle Durzo, who also had a whale of a game in that junior varsity series, and she's in there, and she can blister that ball as well, and now she'll get it and go back to serve. She wore number 7 in the JV game, now wearing number 4 here in the varsity contest. She knows how to serve them up, too. She's got that knuckleball going on for her.
Yes, she does.
Over on the far side for Dawson. Dawson sends it back to Durzo. And now up front, sent over and sent right back. That was a quick turnaround.
Oh, too far.
And off of the candy cane over on the far side. And another point for Collinsville, 19-11 in favor of the Kahawks.
Candy cane, I like that term.
Yeah, I call it the red and white pole for a while, but I like candy cane a lot better. It's
That
easier.
is. It's better than antenna, too.
Yeah.
Candy cane's way better.
Yeah. Or one skinny barber pole. Addie Johnson back to serve here for Collinsville. She sends it over. She had the little knuckle movement on that one as well, and at the last minute it dipped down and right into the net it went.
This team's very good at serving the float serves.
Here is Tyler Butler back to serve it up now for Belleville East. Collinsville leading 19-12. That one knuckles as well, and there was no chance that Ava Pierce was going to get there. And another timeout called on the floor, so we'll take a timeout as well. If I can find a commercial I didn't play during the JV game, that would be awesome, but
Your
all over
home
the
is
place
where you
here.
feel happy,
We'll be back in
safe,
just
and
a moment on
secure.
the Kahok
So if you
Sports
see
Network.
signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Unfortunately, that made me look at my screen and not pay attention to the game. Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, 19-13 in favor of Collinsville, and here is a pushover by Kennedy Fisher, and then I don't even know what happened there.
A little miscommunication.
Yeah,
looked
everybody
like it.
just, it was like everybody stay away from the ball. Hot potato, hot potato. 20-13 in favor of Collinsville, and back to serve it up is Katie Dawson. Dawson sends it into the net. So 2 unforced error in this first set has given a couple of free points here to Belleville East, 20-14. And the Lancers do some shuffling on the rotation, and who ends up with it? Lauren Paeda. P-U-G-E-D-A. I had to go down and ask the coach how do you pronounce that. Paeda sends it over and picked up by Dawson. Now sent over to the other side by Bachoki. And then Summer gets it over. Now another setup here for Belleville East, and a net violation will give Collinsville yet another point, 21-14 in favor of the Kahawks. And Ava Pierce back to serve it up for Collinsville. She sends it into the net. That's 3 free points here in this set.
It's frustrating.
Got to stop doing that.
Oh, yeah. I hate missed serves. Unless it's for our benefit.
Stouthammer will check back in, take the place of Katie Dawson. And the Lancers with a serve. It's across and picked up by Stouthammer, who gives it up for Addie Johnson, who then gives to Bachoki, and that was probably going out of bounds. It was saved. And now into the corner for Stouthammer up front. Johnson sets it up, and Summer got blocked out. That was a nice block up front by Belleville East. And number 6 there, Dorothea Mueller. Dorothea. I was going to say, you don't normally hear the name Dorothea anymore, but that's not it. Dorothea? It might be Dorothea. I don't know.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, that's all it is a guess. Luckily for me, I don't deal with first names very often. So from here on out, she is Mueller. Stepping in front of Stouthammer was Ava Pierce. She got that one over. Now Belleville East setting it up, and Durzo sends it over, and that one is in.
Nice.
Collinsville gets the point. Boy, I tell you what, Belleville East, they're mad. Look at the face on Miss Mueller. She was like, what are you talking about? That was out. She didn't say that, but you can see it on her face.
Oh, she was mad.
Oh,
she
yeah.
looked at them.
So Collinsville up 22-16, and back to serve now is Mackenzie Johnson, the junior. Into the middle of the court and up front for the setup for Durzo, and down front it goes. If it sounds like there's more people in the gym this go around than last week, that's because there is. We have visiting fans here, we have home fans here, and we have students here. Students, that's the new equation. They were just allowed for the first time to come in and do volleyball. They've been allowed for the last couple of times over at the football field for soccer. Nice dig. But unfortunately, That one was into the net, and once those things go into the net, it's hard to dig them out of there.
It's so hard, especially if the net's loose on the bottom. That you don't even get a chance with that.
So Lancers are trying to make a comeback, 22-18. Serve by Shanuel, picked up by Collinsville. Back over
Good
to
spot.
Summer, and that's a nice job by Sydney Summer to find that back corner, and Collinsville back up front, extending their lead back to 5, 23-18. 2 points away from taking this first set. And back to serve after that nice play is the junior Sydney Summer. Summer sends it in the middle. Picked up by Shanuel. Moved over here for Durzo. Blocked and out of bounds it goes, and a point for the Lancers. 23-19. Is there a certain amount of timeouts each team gets?
I believe 2 each.
Okay. Per set, right?
Per set,
okay.
yes.
So the Lancers set to serve it up. Brianna Osman back to do that. And a knuckleballer dug up nicely by Summer, and now Riri Hill gets it over, but Durzo blocks it right back to where it came from.
Need to cover those.
3-point game and another timeout called here by Collinsville, so we will step aside for just a moment, and we're back after this timeout from First National Bank Waterloo on the Kahok
Celebrating
Sports
over
Network.
100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121, or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville, or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We have fans all over the place. Dante Drake watching from Charleston, Illinois. Hello there, Dante. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. 23-20. Good game going on here. Belleville East serves it up, trailing by 3. Picked up by Pierce. Moved up, and McKinsey Johnson sends it over for Katie Dawson. And now Belleville East gets it back over, and Summer back over for Dawson. Oh, what a nice job over there on a nice setup by Riri Hill to get the point. And we are now at set point for Collinsville. One more point here, and the Kahawks can forget about set number 1, worry about set number 2. Riri Hill Johnson back to serve it up here for Collinsville. She does. Picked up in the middle, moved up front, now back over here for Durzo. Durzo, instead of slamming it, just touches it over. And here's another chance for Dawson, and that one is too far. 24-21. And now young Miss Durzo back to serve it up for Belleville East. She does. It's hot and far, and Summer now over to Kennedy Fisher, but it's out of bounds.
That was off the hands.
See, I think that sometimes too, but.
That was definitely off the hands.
And I think they're going to talk about it.
They better call
Yep,
it.
they do. They call it. Collinsville ends up winning this first set by a score of 25-21. And we'll take a break, come back, set number 2 coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food, like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus, they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Lauren Whitty with you as we are ready for set number 2 between Collinsville and Belleville East. Told you that Collinsville was 0-3 in the playoffs. The last one was a regional semifinal lost in 2015. The other ones were way long time ago, 2001 and 2002. Both of those were in regional championship games. So been a while since this Collinsville team has beaten Belleville East in the playoffs, but it's also been a while since they faced them, just one time since 2002. So you don't get that many chances. You don't get to win. Kahawks have had a rough go at it in the playoffs, man. Every year they just can't quite seem to get there in that regional championship game. A lot of times you make it to the regional championship game and just fall short. All right, set number 2 ready to begin. Here is Sydney Summer back to serve it up for Collinsville. Does so into the backcourt and set up over here on the side for Durzo. That's her favorite spot, and that's in.
That was out.
Nope, that was out. I don't know what the flag means.
Arm up
if
means
it's
out.
in, okay, if he points down to the ground, it's
Yeah.
in, and he up to the sky, it's out. Okay, I got it. So Collinsville jumps out to that 1-0 lead. You would think that I haven't done any volleyball games since, last October or something. Just the one last week. Collinsville gets it over. Shanuel sets it up, and now back over here for
Nice
Durzo.
block.
A double team block by Hill Russell and Jenna Scheller. Collinsville out front 2-0. As we mentioned last year, they split. Last time the teams went 3 sets was September of 2017. Collinsville lost, and they did the same thing in 2016. The last time Collinsville won in 3 sets, you were still going here, that was 2012.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Here is too hard of a shot, and Collinsville gets the first 3 points here in this second set. And we'll continue with the service here of Sydney Summer. Summer sends it. That had some miles per hour on it, that serve did. Here is a block, but it blocked right into the leg of Jenna Scheller, and that's the first point here in the second set for Belleville East. Serve, Summer picks it up. Set up for Hill, and she smashes it into the net.
Set needs to be pushed out just a little more for that right side.
Yeah.
Well, I guess she's middle, but currently on the right side.
Another serve on the way. Durzo sends it across. Summer picks it up, and Collinsville can't get it over. So just like that, that 3-0 lead is gone. It's now 3-3. And Durzo continues to serve. Picked up by Pierce, and that one was heading toward the scorer's table. And Durzo, we saw her rattle off about 7 straight points in one of the JV games, and she's rattled off 4 in a row here. Looking for number 5. That ball had knuckle all over it. Pierce, And Dawson gets it across. And now back over here, and that one just out of the reach of Sydney Summer. And the 3-0 lead is now gone for Collinsville, and it's now a 5-3 lead for Belleville East as Gabrielle Durzo has served the last 5 points. This one knuckles as well. Sydney Summer stays with it. Moves it over to Johnson. And then Hill Russell can't get it all the way over the net. So Collinsville, after taking that 3-0 lead, has dropped the next 6 points straight. And we'll just go ahead and keep it here for this one. No, that's frustrating. I don't care what kind of sport you're in. When you have a lead and all of a sudden the other team rattles off all kinds of points without you answering, that tends to sag the shoulders a bit, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Very much so. And it's tough because sometimes, like, you get teammates who get real down, and it's tough to get them back up. And it's tough to stay positive when you got a bunch of people who are down in the dumps.
Yeah.
But you got to do it. You got to stay positive.
Stephanie Galbitz, as we mentioned, this is her 6th year coaching Belleville East. She is looking for her first regional championship. The last regional championship for Belleville East came in 2004 when they went 17-20 over under Joe Nesbitt. So it's been a long time. Been a long time for Collinsville since they last won a regional as well. They do have one trophy in their trophy case at Belleville East for girls volleyball. That's when they took 3rd in 1994.
It's a while ago, before I was born.
Yes. Oh, a nice touch by Jenna Scheller. Tell you what, that Durzo has some knuckle movement on her serves.
Ooh.
Blocked out by Collinsville, and did it stay in bounds?
It did not. It was out.
It did not.
A big tool off the block.
7 straight points that Durzo has served when it was 3-0 Collinsville, now 7-3 in favor of Belleville East. Collinsville needs a point here. They need it bad. That's going to get it to them. Should have let it go out of bounds. Got to learn where you are on the floor. There's a nice save in the back by Durzo. Collinsville punches it over up front, and then back over here to the side. And a nice save by Pierce. And Dawson gets it across, or Summer, gets it across. And now another setup, and this time Pierce couldn't make it all the way over to her left, and that's 8 straight points now for the Lancers. Remember, in that middle game last night against Edwardsville, they only allowed 9 points to the very good Edwardsville Lady Tigers. So they have the capability to do that. If they can do it against Edwardsville, they can do it against anyone. Absolutely. There we go.
Good swing.
That breaks the 8 points in a row swing, and Collinsville gets one of those back and cuts that lead in half. It's 8-4 in favor of Belleville East. Guess we won't have to see Durzo serve for a while, will we?
Guess not.
She's back on the bench. Hill Russell back to serve it up for Collinsville. Picked up by Shanuel. Moved up, and then a block and
net call. Net violation.
Net violation against the Lancers. Gives Collinsville another point. Wasn't sure who they were going to call that one against.
I think it was number 18. Not positive, but.
Oh, I thought it was against us.
Oh, nope.
Hill Russell back to serve again. Maybe she can do what Durzo did and rattle off 8 in a row. Over on the far side, and a nice piece of work over there by Sydney Summer as that ball's changed direction on her.
Yeah.
So Belleville East tries to get it back over. They found that empty spot despite the dive by Sydney Summer. And the Lancers get one back. Tyler Butler back to serve it up now for the Lancers. Into the back, picked up by Pierce. Moved along to Kennedy Fisher and then to
big net call.
Summer, and a net call anyway.
She dragged that thing all the way up.
That was Katie Dawson, not Summer. They're both on that same side, so I kind of getting them a little mixed up here. Addie Johnson checks back in. She'll come back to serve. Alexi Bachoki checks back into the game as well as Scheller and Mackenzie Johnson go to the bench. 9-6, Lancers with a 3-point lead. Johnson sends over a knuckler of herself. They get it over. Collinsville trying to set it up. Johnson for Dawson. A hot potato there, and Shanuel sends it over to the near side. That one is in.
Ooh, I would
barely.
call that one out. Yep, that was out.
So they're going to say it's out now, even though the guy's standing right over there where it went out.
You know, sometimes
he got overruled.
Sometimes when you're right next to the line, it's still difficult to see.
Addie
But
Johnson.
Good call.
Yeah, back to serve it up again. At least they talk about it and get the right call.
Yeah, definitely.
Johnson sends it into the net. And a free point for Belleville East. 10-7. Lancers with the lead. Brianna Osman checks back into the game. She'll serve it up here for Belleville East. Into the middle it goes. Picked up by Summer. Moved over by Johnson. And Kennedy Fisher just missed that one. That's a whiff. Swing and a miss. Baseball will be starting up in here in a little while. I got to get used to that, too. I know, man.
Opening day's next week, I think, right?
Oh, yeah. Cardinals is opening day next week. I was talking about the Kahawks. I got to get ready for them, too. There's going to be a point in time here on the schedule where we're going to have 6 sports going at the same time. Point belongs to the Lancers. 12-7. 5-point lead. And number 5, Brianna Osman, back to serve it up again. And now, I don't know what are they doing?
Line judge called touch. I believe it was touch. I think they should go with his call.
So Katie Dawson went over there to talk to the referee on the ladder to try to tell her that the guy back here in the corner said it was touched, and he talked her into it.
Good. He's got the best angle for that one, that's for sure. The up ref can usually see an in or out ball and can overrule that one, but he's got the best angle for that touch on a block. And it definitely had a touch.
So Katie Dawson went over and pleaded her case, and it paid off. And she sends it over the net, and now the Lancers will push it back over, and Dawson gets it again. Set up from Johnson to Kennedy Fisher, and over it goes. Now back over to this side, and that one barely made it over the net. And then Johnson will send it back over, and Summer sends it across. And a spike try there by Osman, but she hits the net instead. And Collinsville has climbed their way back into this one. It's 11-9. Kahawks trailed in that first set and came storming back to take the lead and then ended up winning it. Looks like they're going to have to do the same thing here. Over it goes, and into the net it goes.
Nice ace.
Those are always fun.
Oh, yeah. I love an ace.
Tennis players do, too.
True.
Dawson sends it right into the middle. Pushed up front, and a kill try over here. That's out. Just like that, we're tied at 11. Lancers come.
Kahawks need to stay up and stay hype.
Yeah.
Get in Belleville's head.
Lancers come back and take the lead. Collinsville storms right back. Here's another one by Dawson. Popped up to the front, and it's sent over, and that one's a good one. Off of the hands of Hannah Muth. And the Lancers finally turned the tide a little bit, and checking back into the game is going to be Gabriella Durzo. She'll head to the front of the net instead of going back to serve, so that's maybe a good sign. Cami Augustine back to serve it up now for Belleville East. Another close game. Knuckleball, that one sunk and sunk fast.
Yeah, these float serves are killers. On both sides.
Augustine ready for another. Overhand palm ball.
Good day.
Saved by Addie Johnson, sent over by Kennedy Fisher. And now the Lancers try to send it back over. Durzo does and almost found an empty spot, but saved by Summer. Then she just pushes it over and finds the ball, and net violation?
Looks like it, yeah.
Yep, sure was. Sydney Summer just got a little bit too close to that net.
Easy to do.
And now Layla Pelly will check into this varsity game for the first time. Kennedy Fisher to the bench, and another serve coming from Osman into the net. So Kahawks get that right back. And Ava Pierce back to serve. 14-12 in favor of Belleville East. And that one's out. See, when I played volleyball, I always had to do the
underhand serve,
pop the ball up, because I just I could never jump that high, or my arm strength isn't that good to get it over there with the overhand. So
that's funny.
Little touch over there by Sydney Summer. That one falls into no man's land.
That was a good set by Addie Johnson. She's quite the setter.
Yes, she is. Mentioned
She's
that when she
very
played
quick.
Alton Marquette. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Very quick. She's all over the court.
Mackenzie Johnson will come in. Not sure if they're related. Johnson's a very common last name.
It is.
Abby is a sophomore. Mackenzie serving it up as a junior. Popped up and sent up forward, and I thought they were going to give it to Durzo over there on that near side. They seem to like to do that a lot.
Get the block, get the
Shanuel
block.
over. Oh, what a nice block that is, but that one's blocked out of bounds. And the point belongs to the Lancers, 16-13 in favor of Belleville East. And back to serve is going to be Lauren Paeta. She used her fist to serve that?
I don't think so.
No? Sure looked like it. That one's blocked out of bounds by the Lancers.
I've known people to, it looks like they start with a closed fist and then they open it last second. I don't know. It's just a little, I guess, muscle memory thing for servers sometimes.
Collinsville is back to within 2, and here is Sydney Summer to serve.
Nice serve.
Say that 3 times fast.
It's a lot of S.
Into the back, and Summer picks it up. Sent up front by Johnson. And
Nice.
then a nice slam over there by Katie Dawson.
She's quite the outside.
And the Kahawks back up by 1. Or it's trailing by 1, excuse me. They get it back to within 1. And there's a nice
Serve.
low serve. Lancers pick it up, though, and they'll send it over here to this side. And it's picked up by Pierce, who sets it up for Johnson, who sets it up for Dawson. Dawson sends it over. Nice save there by Belleville East. And then they tried to almost send it over here to the
nice shot.
sideline where no one was. Into the backcourt it goes by Jenna Scheller. Now back over here for Durzo. Blocked by Scheller
Nice.
right off of Durzo's shoulder. Somehow she gets it back on a nice play by Shanuel.
Yeah, Scheller
And then
got lucky.
Dawson tries to finesse one into that open spot in the middle, but it closed up quickly. And now Summer back for Dawson. Dawson, and it goes backwards for Belleville East, but they have plenty of time to get it back over. Nice volley by both teams here on this go-round. Here's another try by Dawson, blocked out, picked up by
Right,
Summer.
right.
And Johnson gets it over, and that one
Touchdown.
is touched. Point Collinsville, we're tied at 16.
I love seeing the student section so fun and loud.
Yeah, they've doubled since the junior varsity game.
Yeah, they have.
Had about maybe 12 to 15. Now we've probably got about 25 to 28. Serve by Summer, sent over, picked up by Durzo. Comes back into the middle and off of the hand of Riri Hill Russell, and down it goes. So the Lancers back out front by 1. Collinsville trying to close this out in 2 sets. Lancers hoping not to have that happen. Lancers dropped the first set at Edwardsville last night, came back and won that second set 25-9 before they dropped the second set. Here's another try by
Nice.
Dawson, picked up in the backcourt by Durzo, and then sent across. Johnson sends it back over,
Good
blocked
block.
by Hill Russell, and they can't get to it. So Durzo only got to serve once that time. So
Love to see it.
she is finished and will head to the bench until the next time she's needed. 17-17. Riri Hill Russell, who had a little streak of her own going on earlier, back to serve. That one goes over the net. Shanuel picks it up and pushed over to the side, and a block by Jenna Scheller, but it goes out of bounds. And back to a 1-point lead here for the Lancers. Kennedy Fisher going to check back in. Some of those blockers up front, her and Scheller, will be right next to each other. Also on the front line is Mackenzie Johnson. In the back row, Dawson, Summer, and Pierce. Serve coming up here for Tyler Butler. Butler sends it over and is picked up by Sydney Summer. To Addie Johnson. Over for Dawson. Dawson with a screamer, but it's picked up nicely. Over there by Belleville East. Collinsville trying to set it back up
Good
again.
swing.
Kennedy Fisher put some mustard on that one.
Right off the face.
Oh, and then a little dump over by Hannah Muth will give back a 2-point lead to the Lancers, 19-17. Tyler Butler ready to serve up another one. And that one's into the net. Give that
Gotta
one right
use
back.
it.
19-18, 1 point lead here for Belleville East. We're getting up to that, close to that 20-point mark, which means things are getting tight. And here is Addie Johnson back into the game to serve.
She has a pretty wicked serve, so hopefully she can use it right here. Take the lead.
Shanuel now back over to the side. Picked
Good
up
dig.
nicely by Ava Pierce. Now a double team, and Kennedy Fisher finally gets it over on the third shot. Shanuel works it up front.
Tip.
And a little tip, and
Good
nicely
up,
done
Addie
by
Johnson.
Addie Johnson. And then back over to Dawson. She throws one over the line. Almost tipped off a couple of players and down the sideline,
Nice.
and then into the net. Collinsville ties it back up at 19. Good game, good match.
Very good.
Johnson ready with another. Here it is. Picked up by Shanuel. Lancers set it up.
Good
Blocked
block.
out by Kennedy Fisher, and she blocked it where there wasn't a Lancer to be found.
Beautiful.
Collinsville up front 20-19. Timeout on the floor. Woo! I think we just might keep it here. This is too much fun. So what are you liking out of this Kahok team this go around as opposed to the game you saw against Alton Marquette?
They just seem more energetic, and they seem more on their feet as well, which is important, obviously. But, man, they just seem more energetic and more excited to be playing. I don't know if it's the bigger crowd or what, 'cause that always has something to do with it. But
Yeah, and this is a nice sized crowd for
It
the
is, it
pandemic times that we are in, so that helps. We've got the visiting folks on one side. That would be the ones you can see at the top of your screen. The Collinsville Kahok folks are sitting where you can't see them. That would be on our side, the near side. And then off to your right, where the band usually sits for basketball games, that's where the student body cheering section is. And like I mentioned earlier, there's probably about close to 30 of them here now. So we're slowly getting things back to a more normal time. A flashback to 2019. I met someone for drinks last week. I'm like, this is like so 2019. All right, Collinsville leads by 1. Here is Addie Johnson. Serves it.
good serve,
Over.
Addie.
Oh, and that one's not going to go
Nice,
anywhere
nice.
except for down on the floor, and Collinsville is up 21-19. I'll be glad next year when we get back to normal and I can start doing pregame and postgame interviews with the students and
Oh,
the
yeah.
coaches. Addie Johnson on a little bit of a roll here, serving it up. She does, all the way in the back.
Nice.
It's pushed forward. That one is almost a mistake there. Oh,
Good
what a block! And somehow or another, Belleville East kept that alive. The Lady Kahawks were high-fiving each other in front of the net. When that one stayed alive, I thought they were going to burn them, but man, they come back, and here we are, 22-19, a timeout on the floor once again. This time, I think, no, we'll keep it here because I only have like 60-second commercials left
Yeah.
to play. So
It's pretty exciting whenever a coach calls 2 timeouts in your one round of serving.
yeah,
It's the best.
that's when you know that your team's a little on the ropes,
Oh, yeah.
or your coach feels that you're a little on the ropes.
Yeah.
Next up for Collinsville will be tomorrow at Belleville West. The Lancers, they play Belleville West in their next game as well, but that's not until next week. That would be next Wednesday, I believe. So they have a week off? Really? How'd they manage to swing that? All right. Kahawks up 22-19. Addie Johnson back to serve it up once again. She does so. Shanuel picks
Nice
it up and
serve,
sends it to the
Johnson.
sideline. And Collinsville 2 points away from wrapping up a 2-set victory here against the Lancers with young Addie Johnson. She serves very well, and we've already talked about her setups. Again, into the backcourt. Shoved up front, and the Lancers with a chance to send it across, and they do. And Lancers are very happy to get that point on a nice spike there by Cammie Augustine.
That was a great set. Great hit, not set. Well, the set was good too.
23-20. 3-point lead for Collinsville. Service coming up here for the Lancers, and it'll be handled by Brianna Osman. Osman sends it over. Picked up by Summer. Moved along by Addie Johnson for Dawson, and that is out of bounds. Is it off a hand? Nope. I thought
So.
thought we were waiting to hear that. Everybody just kind of stood there for a minute looking at each other. When I mean everybody, I'm talking about the referees. Another timeout on the floor. So, yeah, when is the 30th? Is that like next Wednesday?
I think so.
Yeah, according to the schedule here.
Is it a home game?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah. Yes, it is a home game. Belleville West at Belleville East. And as I mentioned, Collinsville will play at Belleville West tomorrow. So Collinsville, they played Altoff on Monday, had Tuesday off, played Belleville East here today, and play Belleville West tomorrow. That was after the win over Cahokia. And they took on Altoff on Monday. Won the first set 25-21, lost the second one 27-25 before coming out with the third one 25-22. Those were three close sets.
Yes, they were.
Serve coming up. Collinsville leads by 2. Picked up by Sydney Summer. Addie Johnson trying to set it up for Dawson.
Nice.
Does so. There it is. Kahawks 1 point away from sweeping this 2-set victory away from Belleville East. Now back to serve it up. Katie Dawson. She's had a pretty good game over there on that far post.
Yes, she has.
That one's a nice serve.
And done a big
the
block.
Lancers.
Come on.
Oh.
They got
almost
scared.
faked
They're
them
tipping.
out. Yep. Back over here for Sydney Summer. Blocked out.
Oh.
What a nice job keeping that ball alive.
I think that was going to be out.
Yeah, Katie Dawson kept it alive, though, and unfortunately it went into the net, and we already discussed once that happens, you are in a little bit of trouble. Here's Durzo back into the game, but she's not going back to serve. Doing that is Cami Augustine. 24-22. Collinsville leads by 2. Pierce sends it up into the net, and tough to dig it out of there.
They got to get this point
24-23.
right here.
Got to get this point because you have to win by 2. Very important point here for either team. Served by Augustine on the way. Picked up, and Addie Johnson sets it up over here for Lexi Bachoki. Blocked and stays on the Belleville East side. Now the Lancers have to get it over. That's too far, and that's game. 25-23. After our 25-21 first set victory, Collinsville pulls off the 2-set match sweep. How about that? That's a big difference between the game you saw last week against Alton Marquette and this one.
Absolutely. It looked like a totally different team. They did amazing.
All right, that brings us into our post-game program brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Dr. Chris McCluskey, who, by the way, is celebrating his birthday today. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, or give them a call, at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. The post-game show comes your way next on
As the Director of
Kahok
Sports
Network.
Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. Sorry about the picture not being there, so you get to watch the logo here for the last couple of minutes as the huddle camera here that's attached to the rafters was accidentally turned off, and we're all right with that. So Collinsville wins it here tonight in 2 sets, and let's bring in Lauren Whitty once again. So the difference between the 2 games against Alton Marquette and the one you witnessed here against Belleville East. Tell me what you saw that was different that you really liked.
Collinsville definitely seemed like they were on their toes more and definitely ready for any ball that was coming their way. They were more enthusiastic. They were just ready to go and much faster. There was a lot of hustle on the court. They had great serves. I felt like there were a lot less service errors. I mean, they still had some, but not as many. But they did great. Both teams did great, but Collinsville especially just really did well.
After the first 2 games you've watched, players that have impressed me, and I think you agree, Addie Johnson, number 1, Sydney Summer, Katie Dawson. Those 3 right there really stand out to me. They're constantly moving. You got Addie Johnson who can serve the ball. She can set up the ball. And then you got some good kills by both Summer and Dawson. So, I like this team.
Me too. They're good. They're fun to watch.
What did you see about Belleville East that you think would give any team some fits?
Oh, those 2 outsides they had in the JV game, they were killer. And then number 4 again, she did really well, and their serves were just really good. They had quite the float serves, and those are tough to pass, as you saw. So they're very good at hitting and blocking, and that middle hitter they had is very good, and all around very good.
Zach Roseman tells us that the boys soccer team is up 2-0 at halftime against Alton, so thank you for that, Zach Roseman. And we're going to have some Soccer for you tomorrow. The boys will be back over on the home turf, and they'll be taking on Belleville East, another Collinsville versus Belleville East game. Our next volleyball game will be Monday against Highland, and you're going to be here with me, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Katie, thank you very much. We appreciate you joining us. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. You're very welcome. All right, 25-21. Collinsville wins the first set. 25-23. They win the second set. The JV team, also winners here tonight, took them 3 sets. 25-17 in the first one. They dropped the second one, 25-22, before winning the third one, 15-12. And the freshman ladies dropped both of their sets and lost 2 sets to none. So that's going to do it for us. Until tomorrow from Kahok Stadium, my name is Todd Duke. For Lauren Whitty, everyone have yourselves a fantastic evening.